again later, right?
Oh, yeah, I can. Yep, I was going to do it again later, but I didn't know if you wanted it truly from the top.
Yep, great.
Okay. All right, so we are in our happy baby, okay? And really try to push your hands down onto the outer parts of your feet and towards the middle or center of the arch. So you feel a little bit of a deeper sensation, not just in the hips, but also in the feet as well. You're working on like a trigger point, if that makes sense. Really push down and allow your lower back to just open up. You can start widening your happy baby if you like. That will also help you create more space. And while you do that, push your elbows into your kneecaps. That will too help you open the lower back and let you massage out the joints in the hips. You're welcome to rock side to side when you do it as well. Just because it feels nice. Continue to rock. When you rock to the left, start to bend your right knee and extend your left leg to straight if you can. And then bend and pull it back in. Rock your hips over towards the right. Bend the left knee more. Straighten the right leg. And then bend. Same thing other side. Rock towards the left. Straighten the left leg as best as you can. And then bend. Rock towards the right. Straighten. And you bend. A couple more sets. Stretch it out. So nice little hamstring stretch. And then the right side. And pull it back in now that you're equal in center. Have the bottom of the feet touch for your Baddha Konasana. Bring the feet down onto the mat. You're welcome to place your hands into your hip bones. And you can even place your fingertips or your index fingers right where your leg and hip meet or pelvis meet, right where the ligaments are. Massage it out. And just to kind of encourage some space and some movement in the body. This is the area that can get really tight over time if you sit a lot. Now naturally your lower back is probably slightly arched and that's okay. We're going to explore that here. Keeping the knees open, let's find some pelvic rocks. I'm switching back to Pilates a little bit. Inhale, tuck the tailbone under, all while keeping the knees pushing down. And then exhale, arch the back. Inhale, press and lengthen. Exhale, arch. The whole time you have the bottom of the feet pushing up against one another. Inhale, press and lengthen. Exhale, arch. 3 more. Inhale, press and lengthen. Exhale, arch. Last 2. Inhale, press and lengthen. Exhale, arch. 1 more. You press and lengthen. You stay here with the lower back connected, not necessarily pushed or jammed down, but it's lengthened and pulled forward onto the mat. We'll go right into some knee folds or knee sways rather. So exhale, bring the knees together. Inhale, open the knees out, all while keeping your lower back lengthened. Push the feet to each other as you exhale. Pull the knees together. This is a great core awakening. And then open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. 4 more. Exhale. Inhale. And 3. Using your breath. Last 2. Exhale. Blow out all the air. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. Hold it here. Allow the feet to go flat. Staying with a little bit of Pilates work, straighten your right leg out away from your body, point your foot. At the same time, you're pushing your left foot heavy into the mat. Find a little external rotation in your right hip, so your right foot and hip is turned out. Exhale, float your right leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring it back down. Exhale, float it up. Make sure that left leg does not move. This is working on pelvic stability and strengthen the glutes. and lower. Great for preparing you for bridging. 3 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 1 more time. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. Bend your right knee, slide it back in. Have your foot go to parallel. Slide the left leg out. Externally rotate the hip. Push the right foot down. Shoulders heavy, neck long. Exhale, lift or float your left leg up. Inhale, reach it away as you bring it back down. Exhale, press and lift up. Inhale, reach it away as you come back. Last 3, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more. Exhale, float the leg up. Inhale, you go back. Last time, float up and notice how one just feels infinitely different than the other. And then you bring it back down. You slide your leg back in. Now we go into our proper knee sways. The goal is to keep the knees the same length throughout. And I actually want you to find a spine twist or combine a yoga and Pilates at the same time. So your arms can either be out to a T or a goddess pose, either or. Inhale, sway your knees towards the left. Make sure your right knee doesn't go shorter than your left knee. So you're still finding that oblique strength and you're finding length in the side body. Exhale, bring your legs back center. Inhale, sway your legs towards the right. Make sure the left knee stays the same length as the right knee. Don't let it get any shorter. Find more length through the side body and the hip. And then exhale, back center. And again, inhale, sway the legs towards the left. Exhale, back center. And again, inhale, sway. Exhale, center. On this next one, we sway, so you should be towards the left. Keep the knees glued together and then extend your right leg out. Keeping the knees together so that way you find a little bit of an IT band, a little gentle IT band stretch. Your option to turn your head towards the right so you get a deeper stretch. Try to get your whole ear onto the floor. All while flexing your right leg. And then go ahead and bend your right knee. Let's up the ante a little bit. Take the left ankle, place it on top of the right kneecap, and push down. Now we feel it more to the side of the hip. Maybe a little bit of your quadratus lumborum muscle, the side of the lower back. Just depends on your area of opportunity in your body today. It is early, so might be a little stiff. Just breathe. And I want you to take your left hand and place it onto your right rib. Let's focus on breath work while we're here. Inhale, expand your right rib. Exhale, pull your rib off your hand. And again, inhale, breathe into the hand. Exhale, breathe out. 2 more. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Take your left hand, bring it back out to that T position. Turn your head back center. Uncross the legs. The knees are back together, stacked on one another. Exhale, bring your legs all the way back to center. And then inhale, sway your legs the other way. Turn your eye gaze away from your legs, so to the left, ideally. Knees are still tight. Go ahead and start to straighten out your left leg or your top leg. The knees are still together. Flex your foot so you get the benefit of that little tiny IT band stretch. Hugging the knees in tight. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last 2 breaths. Go ahead and start to bend your left knee. Let's up the ante. Take your right leg or your bottom leg and place it onto the opposing knee. Pushing down. Feeling that stretch. Allow gravity and the body weight of your top leg, push it down. Now take your right hand, place it onto your left ribs. Same concept. Inhale, expand your left ribs out because this is the area where it starts to get tight. Exhale, release. Inhale, expand it out. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and take your hand away. Make it a T. Look back up towards the ceiling. Uncross the legs. Squeeze the knees together. And exhale. Pull the legs in nice and tight. Alright, from here, bring your arms up towards the ceiling. You're going to take your right hand, grab your left wrist, and then inhale, reach the arms back behind you, giving your left wrist a gentle pull. Go ahead and allow the ribs to pop up towards the ceiling. Just let it happen. Option to have the knees bent or straight. I'm going to go with bent today. It's just what my body's telling me. Just breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. One more breath. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring the arms back up towards the ceiling. Switch the wrist you're grabbing. Grab your right wrist. And then inhale, bring the arms back. Allow the ribcage to flare. See if you can get just as much depth as you did on the other side. Notice the difference. Make sure your pelvis didn't rock or shake, so you want to make sure we're truly even. Lining our belly button truly with our nose. And then go ahead and exhale, bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Separate them, pull their knees back in towards the chest, and start to do some mini rocks forward and back. It's your first chest lift of the day. So you can just do a little small rock forward and back. Doesn't need to be big. And then pull the knees all the way towards your forehead with your head lifted. Smell in the kneecaps. Maybe wrap your hands around your elbows on each side. And then working a little bit on some oblique strength. Roll towards your left, staying in that nice ball. Now here's the hard part. Roll back to center. Roll towards your right. Roll back to center. Rolling to center is the hardest part. Roll towards your left. Roll to center. Roll towards your right. Roll to center. And then lay your head down. Relax. Go ahead and use your momentum. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, rock up to a seated position. Now we're in seated. Okay. All right. From here, let's stay focused on the hips a little bit. So have your hands go behind you and turn out. Take your left ankle, cross it on top of your right thigh bone. Flex your foot, so bend your knee. Bend your right leg.
Here?
So like this.
Oh, I got you.
Yep.
Figure 4?
Yeah, figure 4. I should have picked it. That's on me. Alright. So, figure 4. Hands can go behind you just to kind of ease you into it, because it's our first stretch of the day. So I don't expect it to be like super perfect. Plus it's early. So while you're here, just sway your legs towards the left and to the right. Sway left and sway right. Let it feel good. You're here for 3 and 2 and 1. And then maybe start to make a circle with your hip bones here. Rolling it out. Notice how that changes the sensation as well. And then reverse, go the other way. And then come back center, hold. Maybe you can start to take your hand, either it was just one of them. I'm like, ooh, body's like, just take one. Reach for the right kneecap or right shin and sit up a little taller. Again, it's the first one of the day, so definitely give yourself grace. Then you want to avoid rounding in the spine. I'd rather you find more length and have your right leg further away from your body than you round and bring it closer. So keep that height, keep that length. Just breathe. Feel free to wiggle the toes. Hang out here for a minute. This is a sensation that we all need. Then go ahead and lean back. Slowly release. Perfect. Place the hands back behind you. Take the right leg, place it on top of the left thigh bone, and just hang out here for a bit. Again, it's the first time that you receive this intense of a stretch. Go ahead and sway your legs to the left and to the right. There you have it. Good. And then make a circle with your hips. Go the other way. And then hold center here. Now, feels good. You come a little bit closer. Okay. Growing as tall as you possibly can. Again, we're looking for more length than depth here. So reach your head out of your neck, reach your lower back out from your hip bones. Get super duper tall. Make sure you're not overcompensating and leaning a little bit more towards your right. Try to shift towards the left a little bit. Inside is always significantly tighter. When things get tough, just come back to your breath. It's always there. Let's go ahead and separate your legs out wide, so like a wide-legged forward fold. Implies kind of like spine stretch forward. So flex your feet, sit up super tall, find more length, and then exhale, start to lean forward. Hands can start to fall forward, but we want to keep our spine long, so I don't even want you rounding, not yet. Keep a nice flat back as you start to crawl the hands a little bit more forward. Flexing the feet. Feel free to go wider with the arms to avoid the rounding in the shoulders. Exactly. Now while you're here, stick your butt back behind you. So it's kind of like you're arching your lower half as you're reaching forward. Exactly. Flexing the feet while we're here. And again, don't expect to go super, super far. It's the first one of the day. Then point your toes and flex your feet. Point and flex. Whole time, try to keep a nice proud chest, lifting the heart. Your lower back is what's giving you the accessibility or the flexibility to come more forward. Then rotate your ankles around in a circle. And then reverse. And now, flex your feet, reach for your ankles, start to arch your back a little bit more. And then have your elbows rest onto your kneecaps if that's available for you. And you can go a little bit more forward, still arching the back, finding a deeper stretch, especially more so in your inner thigh and sartorius muscles. The more you flex your feet, the deeper it will become. You could also point if that feels better. Moving forward from the heart. as you arch, you'll notice your body will get closer and closer to the floor. That's just what gravity will do for you. Nice little gentle stretch. Then see if you can place your elbows on, all while still arching the back. Again, if that's where the buck stops, put it right back. Otherwise, you take the elbows, you arch, deepening the stretch. We're going to play around with flexing, then pointing the feet. And if you can get maybe just part of the forearms onto the floor, now we can start rounding our spine. Now you'll feel a deeper stretch in the middle of the back. Allow your shoulder blades in the middle of your back to pull apart. It's a nice sensation, especially after just waking up. The more you tuck the chin in, the deeper the stretch in the middle back will be. Hang here. It's like an awakening in the middle back. Around in a circle while you're here. And then reverse. And then hold center. Maybe you can go a little bit more forward, rounding your spine. Slowly start to straighten the arms. Pull yourself all the way back up. Okay, we'll still keep our legs where they are. Take your right hand, reach it underneath your right calf from a side bend stretch. Right hand underneath the right calf, elbow is down. Take the left arm, reach it up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, side bend over. The key is not to rotate. The key is to keep your chest nice and open. Maybe you touch the foot, maybe not. Keep rotating your top armpit up towards the ceiling. Keep pushing your left hip bone down. Then feel free to take that top hand or that left hand, open it up back behind you. A little bit of a shoulder mobility as well. It's also kind of like a spine twist. If this bothers the neck looking up, look down. Continue looking down, bring your top hand back towards your foot. Then you can move your right hand, either grab the foot or come on each side of your calf and allow the forehead to hang. Maybe you start to feel a stretch just made sore in the right side of your hammy. That's what we're going for. Flex the foot for optimal stretching. As you do this, try to get your belly button to rest on top of your thigh. Be mindful not to roll the hips backwards, but instead roll forward so that way you get a deeper stretch, because that's a common pitfall. People roll their hips back. Now take your left hand, place it onto the outer part of your right leg, and then lengthen and lift up, flexing your foot. A little minor IT band. So both hands are on the outer part. And if you want to add a little bit more rotation, you take your left hand, push it onto the right, the outer right part of your calf, and then rotate away. Kind of there as a guide. To create more space in the thoracic spine. Remember, rotation comes from your upper body, not your lower body. If you rotate your lumbar, you're going to move your hips. That's a different movement pattern. Or different sensation. Still same rotation, but different sensation. And then come all over the feet. Back center. All right, we got the other side. So, turn, and we bring our left forearm underneath our left calf. Okay? For me, this side is tighter, so this is where the buck's going to stop. Go ahead and take the right arm up and side bend over. Ultimately, try to reach more of the foot. Again, right now, this is not happening on this side. And keep trying to rotate your right armpit up towards the ceiling. Creating more space. Rotating it up. When you're ready, open your top arm away from your body, opening up. And then again, you can always bring your eye gaze down if it bothers the neck. Keep rolling forward onto the hips. And keep trying to get deeper and deeper and deeper. And then bring your top arm over towards your foot. And then take the left hand, bring it onto the other side of the leg. Lengthen through your spine, and you fold forward a little bit more. Deepening the stretch. Allowing your thigh bone to rest onto your leg. Flexing your foot. Getting a nice beautiful hamstring stretch. Shoulders melt down. And allow your head to drop. It hasn't already. Deepening the stretch. And come up halfway. Take your right hand, bring it onto the outer part of your right shin. Find a little bit more rotation. Kind of like so. And then go ahead and unwind and come all the way back up. Start to just shake out the knees a little bit. Then you want to maybe lean back some, slowly bring the feet back together for your Baddha Konasana or your butterfly in a seated position. Okay? Nice deep breath in, and then exhale, fold. Again, the target here is for lumbar stretching or extension a little bit, as well as like opening up your hips and your groin. So when you do it, it's more than just you leaning your head forward. You have to like lift your ribs off your hips and then fold. That's where it is. Elbows can come either inside or outside the knee. I find outside gives you a little bit more range. Allow that sensation to really creep up onto your lower back. And slowly come all the way up. Let's bring the knees together and sway them over to the right side of our hip for a little mermaid sequence. Okay, bottom ankles on top. Take the left hand, bring it behind your head. You don't have to bring it up. Same thing. Yep. And then exhale, side bend over towards your feet. Inhale, come right back up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, up. One more. Exhale, side bend. Hold it, rotate towards your feet. Take your hand that was behind your head. Grab your knee or your shin and pull your body weight forward, just a deeper stretch for the side body, and just encouraging some rotation from the upper body. take that bottom foot, cross it on top, just so you're nice and stable. Bring the other hand behind the head. And the key is making sure the ribs are facing forward and not rotated. Here we go, 3 of them. Exhale, lean. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lean. Inhale, up. One more time. Exhale, lean, and hold. Then we rotate. Place both hands onto the shin. There's always one side. It's so much tighter. So you gotta fight for it. In through your nose. And out through your mouth. 2 more. Still. Go ahead and slowly unravel. Place your hands onto the mat. We immediately flip onto all fours. Spread the fingers. Cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, lifting the head up, release. Stick your bottom up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, round your spine. Start to find a flow here. Reach for the tailbone first. Allow your head to be the last thing to arch. And then have your head be the first thing to tuck in. And it's like you're moving through your spine. Stick your bottom up. Arch. Tuck the chin in first. Round. 2 more. Arch. The bottom leads the way. Tuck the chin in. The head leads the way. One more time. You arch. You stay here for wag the tail. Turn your head. Look at the left hip. Great way to stretch the side body. And then look back center. Turn, look at the right hip. And then back center. Turn one more time each way towards the left hip. See if you can look at it. And center. And then turn towards the right hip. And center. And then roll your hips around in a circle. It can be big. It can be small. You can make figure 8s. Just massaging out the joints. Let it feel natural. It can be slow. It can be fast. And then reverse. Go the other way. Just make sure those fingertips stay spread. So you have equal weight. Center here. Walk your hands a little bit more forward, coming into your puppy pose here. See what your body allows. Allow your chin to touch if it's available. So something different. If that bothers the neck in any way, just have your forehead down and just push your elbows down, sticking your bottom up in the air. Arms are reaching slightly more forward than what they would do for a traditional puppy pose. So listen to what your body is giving you today. You might be a little too intense too early, so put the forehead down and we'll just do a variation of it. Just try to keep those elbows nice and heavy. And from here, push your hands and your hands into the mat so that way the elbows lift. Start to bend the elbows just a hair. Slide your body weight forward. Now we're in prone or on our belly. Okay, forehead is down. We'll start with a baby cobra or baby swan. Inhale, lift the head and heart up. Remember, your eyes follow your spine. Exhale, you come back down. Push your big toe into the mat. Inhale, you lift up. Exhale, get longer on the way back down. Last 2. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, you're back down. One more. Inhale, you lift up. Let's find your full swan, but let's protect our back this morning. Instead of bringing your arms more forward, bring them out to a T, right? And then start to lift up just a little bit more. That T creates more space in the shoulder blades. Then forward. And just turn your head towards the left. Roll your neck around in a circle and then look center. Turn your head towards the right. Roll your neck around in a circle and then look center. And then you have the option now, go back to Pilates for your swan dive. You bring your chest forward, the legs lift up, and then you push through your hands, you lift your chest up. So it's like you're rocking forward and back onto your pelvis. You can make a T or you can make a Y. We're gonna go for a Y for this option here. One more. Nice. Finish on the up. Lift my heart and my sternum up a little bit more. And then I come back down. Hands go neck to the ribs. Push myself up. Child's pose. Allow either your third eye or the top of your head or some other body part make a connection with the back. And let's place your hands onto your lower back and give yourself an assisted push. Elbows can pull in towards one another for a little extra shoulder mobility if you want to take it there. Try to be as efficient as we can. Get everything going. Then from here, scoop your guts or pull your belly button off your thigh bones and drag yourself all the way up. Now we're just stretching out the feet. Okay? And hands can go on top of the thighs. There you go. Open up the shoulder blades here. And start to roll your neck around in a circle. And then reverse. Go the other way. Hold center. Ball up your fists. Lean forward. Tuck the toes under. Now we're in your traditional hero's pose. Sitting onto the heels, stretching out now the arches of the feet as well. Feel free to shift your body weight towards your left foot, and then shift your body weight towards your right foot, like you're a palm tree swaying in the wind. Swaying side to side. Center, ball up the fist once again, lean forward, placing the fist here. Now, here's the fun part. Push your hands into the mat, lift your bottom up, and then slide your legs in between your hands. So you just pull, you don't even have to lift up that high, you just slide them through. I'll show you again. So we're here.
I have my glasses on.
Oh, that's right, yeah, no worries, no worries.
Right.
So we're here.
Uh-huh.
You lift up using your arm strength, and then you slide through.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm sure you've done it before. Yeah. Okay. And then once we find that positioning, we lay onto our back, just like we started the class, right? Go ahead and bend the knees. Right? Bring your arms out to a T. Let's take that spine twist again. So sway your legs towards me. All right, we'll skip some of the semantics. Take the bottom leg, place it onto the top kneecap, turn your head the other way, and see if there's any difference in what our side body is feeling right now. Now that we've been here before, this is familiar territory. Go ahead and unravel. To the other side. Sway. Turn your head the other way. And take that top leg, put it on top. Hopefully you feel a little bit more openness than what you did in the beginning. Go ahead and unravel. Bring your awareness and knees back towards the center. Baddha Konasana. Bottom of the feet touch. Knees open. Place your hands onto your hip bones. Your pelvic rock. Inhale, press and lengthen your lower back onto the mat, all while opening the knees. And then arch. Inhale, press and lengthen. And arch. Now remember, the movement comes from your lower back, not your shoulders. So don't let those shoulders roll up. Keep those shoulders heavy onto the mat. Keep the neck long. This is all for lower body. Now keep your lower back lengthened. Exhale, hug the knees together. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug. Inhale, open. One more time. Exhale, hug. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, pull the knees in towards your chest. Hug the legs. Maybe you can grab the elbows this time. And then just sway side to side. Keeping the neck long. Now pull your knees towards your left shoulder. See what that feels like. Pull your knees towards your right shoulder. A little bit more intense than we did earlier, but still along the same lines. Pull your knees towards your left shoulder. Pull your knees towards the right shoulder. Now come back center, stay here. Roll towards your left. Then roll back center, that's the hard part. And then roll towards your right. Roll back center. And then roll. And roll. And then roll. Roll back center. Take your elbows, place them inside your knees for your final happy baby. Open the legs out as wide as you can. Push down onto the middle of the arch. You find that trigger point like we talked about earlier. Push the knees down. Maybe there's a little bit more range. I definitely feel more range now. And then shift your body weight towards the left. Straighten your left leg. Hold on to it. And then bend it. Come back center. Just do one each way. Roll towards your right. Straighten the right leg. Come back. Bring the bottom of the feet together. Hold on to the tops of the ankles. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, rock up. And we are energized and ready to take on the day. Yay! Yes, and I said I recorded the whole thing, so I'll just